How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our review of Loki Season 2, Episode 4, Heart of the TVA. Boy, if this isn't the best thing on TV right now, other than maybe Gen V. Pratik, take it away. What'd you think?
Before we go there,
Spoilers.
Full spoilers.
Yeah, full spoilers.
Come on for everything.
We're Episode 4, guys. We're
everything
4.
except Secret Invasion because we didn't watch it.
Yeah,
but
who cares? Who cares about that? Who cares about that?
No, all right. That's your warning. Let's go into it. That ending, though.
Woo! First of all, He Who Remains is gone. At least Victor Timely is gone.
Maybe.
Okay, just go ahead. What's your theories? What's happening? What's going on?
All right, so we get Victor Timely going out and immediately getting turned to spaghetti by the...
Just like how Ouroboros described.
Yeah.
What happened to Mobius.
By the temporal energy. There's a part of me that goes, okay, when he gets turned into spaghetti, where does he go? Because
where are any of them particularly?
Well, but so my theory is, what if this is what like scatters him into like all of these other timelines?
Do we remember the exact language that Ouroboros used when he said that you'll be shredded like spaghetti and you're... Yeah, because he said you'll be stretched throughout time forever or something, right? So like...
So I don't know. Maybe.
Oh man.
Maybe this is what gets him everywhere. But go on.
Man, so every Kang we've seen so far has ate it. They've all died or something.
Other than the Council of Kangs at the end.
Sure.
Quantumania.
But like the Quantumania death, it's really weird. You don't really know what happened. He gets like phased out of the of the what is it called, the quantum realm. Yeah. And then in this, you were saying, like, I was saying he's dead, and you're like, I don't know, is he? So, like, I feel like all these deaths are really ambiguous. They could bring any of these Kangs back in, like,
easily.
a big way. What happened, though? What's going on? Okay. How'd you feel about the episode overall?
Overall, I thought, with the exception of the one Sylvie Loki scene that just seemed to drag on.
Thank you. Yes.
I loved everything else.
Yeah, as soon as Loki started complaining, or I'm sorry, Sylvie Loki. As soon as Sylvie started complaining about Mobius wanting pie and everything, that was great because I was like, yeah, I'm glad that they're digging deeper into Mobius's like thought process right now as to like how he's feeling. But then Sylvie and Loki's like little spat that they have, it just wasn't even like a. Good...
I'm still not entirely sure why she's here, but
yeah, I don't know. They're not doing anything with her, and I just felt like
it's the biggest drawback to this season.
Yeah, it's just holding back the show. I just want it to go on. I don't know. I want it to go on to the next scene or say
honestly,
something that matters, you know? This
episode, with that aside, there's humor. I feel like I laughed a lot more in this one than I have previously this season.
Sure.
We get some good character moments.
Dark moments.
There's some dark moments. Some things where I'm just like, they're not going to show that, are they?
But you're going to hear it.
You're going to hear it.
You're going to hear it for sure.
I like what they did with Renslayer and Miss Minutes.
Where's she? What's going on? Is she
Miss Minutes genuinely creepy this season?
Her little like smile when like the people are being crushed was insane, and they held on it. She never changes it, and then they zoom into it later, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like they're really trying to make her like, man, she's creepy. I love her though. They've made me like her even more from the first season. And I really liked Miss Minutes in the first season, so. Do we think Ravona's at the void of the end of time? Because that's pretty much
kind of what happens when you get pruned, right? Yeah. So she's actually probably the safest out of all of our characters.
You know, we see a lot of people get pruned, I feel like, in the first season of Loki, or just throughout this series. Are they just all there? Like, how big is this land mass that they're all on? You know what I mean? Like
that. For me to answer that would require me going back and watching this first season. So, and I don't want to do that. So
there was a Thanos copter there. So, like, I want to know the lore. Like, would you watch a whole show based in that void? Like, it was just called The Void, and it was like everything, like a 10-year period in the void or whatever.
Probably not.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
All right.
Okay, back to this though. Really, all I want to say is the episode was pretty good throughout, but the ending is what really stood out to me. That was incredible.
When it ended on the blank screen,
and the blank screen holds for so long, and you're just like, come on, show us something. Nothing. They don't give you anything. Little upset about that, but it only
all of our characters are confused about what's going on.
So are we.
Hiddleston does a great job of just bringing anguish to Loki.
They all look like they're about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the end of well, spoilers for Rogue One, but it's like the end of Rogue One. Go on.
Honestly, I know you had said that like I wish we had gotten this season of Loki a little bit earlier, and I do agree. But also, if this led to like if this is what led directly into Secret Wars, I wouldn't be mad either. Like if the next thing we saw from Marvel was like them waking up on Battleworld, which is a combination of like all of these multiverse things,
here's the thing,
it would make a lot of sense.
You know how like Captain Marvel and like a lot of movies came out in between like Infinity War and Endgame? I think it's, or at least that did. I think that this is kind of going to be similar, where it's like the next time we see Loki and all of this, I think might be Secret Wars and all that, right?
We do have 2 more episodes of Loki.
Sure. But I mean, like after Loki season 2, I think maybe we don't see him again until possibly Deadpool, maybe Secret Wars, right? Or King's Dynasty would probably make the most sense, right?
Probably so, yeah.
And that's probably going to lead directly into Secret Wars.
You would think.
For all intents and purposes, that is the Avengers movies, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean that there can't be like a few movies in between. I don't think that it's going to oversaturate it. I think that Marvel's shown that like maybe they haven't shown that they can successfully make different stuff, but they are making different stuff that doesn't necessarily have to tie into the overarching story. This is the next chapter in the overarching MCU story, though. I feel like this is what people are waiting for.
I think this episode specific, assuming that
there's real ramifications and
that it sticks the landing of the next 2 episodes,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But I think, especially for someone like me who started this season being like, oh, the things I like about it are when it doesn't tie into the MCU, and now here's this giant thing where I'm like, tie this in.
It's because you finally like it, so you're like, okay, yeah, you can tie this in. Don't tie in that other stuff. But yeah.
No, absolutely.
So what you're saying is, if like Venom 3 really sticks the landing, you're down for Sony to tie that into the universe. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Official comment? No?
No, absolutely not. Keep Sony on.
Man, what else do we want to say about this? I loved Ouroboros and Victor Timely's like...
Ouroboros is just fantastic. I'd watch an entire Ouroboros show.
I'm done with thinking that he's evil. I think he's just like he said, he learned all this from Victor Timely. I would love to see, do you think we're going to see like a flashback of him meeting Victor Timely?
Depends on how many episodes they decided to put Jonathan Majors in.
Or how many episodes they decide to use Ke Kwan, because I feel like they need to keep using him because he's the best part of the show still.
He's so great.
Is the best part of the show now him, or is it still Loki and Mobius?
It's probably Loki and Mobius, but...
Because here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's Ouroboros now. I think our next episode, because we usually slow down before the finale, is going to be a lot of Mobius and Loki, at least.
Well, okay.
At least I hope. We don't know what's going to happen next.
Let's go into theory. What do you think we're going to see in the next episode?
Okay, I'm thinking the next episode we're going to see that everyone got sent to like either their last time that they were pruned from, or like because they're all variants that were pulled from some sort of timeline, right? I think they're all going to go back to that timeline. I don't know where Loki goes necessarily, because this Loki was pulled right when... at the end of during Endgame, right? Or I guess the Battle of New York, right?
Yes.
So maybe we go back to there again?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think?
I agree with you. I think the next thing we're going to see is our cast scattered across the timeline.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's going to be their original timelines or new timelines or what, I don't know. But I feel like they've dropped so many hints about Mobius like not wanting to know where he came from that's definitely what we're going to see. Yeah. So,
are we going to see him ride a jet ski?
Yes, absolutely.
You don't think that's a season 3? You don't think it's a season 3 finale type thing?
I don't think so. No, I think we get it.
No, I think you wait till season 3, you kill him on a jet ski. That's what you do.
You can't kill him.
You can't kill him.
If you kill him, the show's over.
Yeah. But I mean, 3 seasons in, like, do you want Loki to be a show that just continues to go on now? If it can keep up this momentum?
If it's like this season, yeah.
Okay, first season was great too, but yeah, I hear you.
No, stop it.
All right, let's score this episode while you're feeling good.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna go with a 9. 10.
Well, 9 because the Sylvie Loki like conversation was so long. And it was probably like a minute long, but it felt so long, and it really stopped the episode right in its heels for me.
But besides that, I loved what I got from every character. I feel like every character had like a standout scene or something that really drew out not just the story but also who they were as characters.
We didn't really touch on, but like it closes the circle as to who pruned Loki. It was Loki.
Yeah,
we all kind of assumed that, but like, or maybe we didn't. But
I don't know about we all, but you definitely called it.
It was nice. It felt like a nice little closure to all of that. This was a good episode.
This was great. I loved it.
How excited are you for next week?
So excited.
Oh, I can't wait.
So I haven't been this excited for something Marvel in 5 years? 4 years?
Okay, now I don't know when the last time. At least No Way Home. I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped.
All right. Yeah. Probably so.
I'm tempering my expectations though because I wasn't an avid TV watcher, but ever since we've been reviewing this stuff, I've started to realize that the episode before the finale slows down.
Yeah.
And especially because usually the episode before that, something crazy happens.
This feels
something
like
crazy happened. So
this feels like it's going to be like everything else. It's going to be moving the pieces, getting the band back together. Kind of thing.
I do have a prediction though. I think in the next episode, at the end, something crazy will happen. That's.
I feel like that's a very safe prediction.
Yeah, that's a safe prediction, right?
I think the other thing that's interesting about just the structure of this season has been, I feel like
unorthodox, right?
Well, at the end of almost every episode, we've been like, wait. I thought it was going to be like this kind of show, but they wrapped this up. So now, like, what are we getting next?
I even said this felt like a finale.
But we said that about like the second episode. Yeah, we were like episode 2. We were like, wait, did they wrap up every storyline? Like, what just happened?
Like, okay, well, new take on the show. What's going on?
Which is kind of cool, and I think kind of keeps you on your toes because it makes you feel like you do have to come back for next week because you're not sure what's happening.
Almost after almost every episode, we don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah. So, like, that's good.
Fun. That's
Hats
fun
off
to them. Kudos to the writers.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right. You want to take us out?
We'll see you guys next week for this. There's nothing really in theaters right now, so nothing to review. Sorry.
That's
Killers of the Flower Moon. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Loki.
See you then.